One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Iowa's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this guy.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside, get these big fellas running east-west.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end now in motion. Toss sweep to the right. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. This offense wants to get out of the... Sneak gets it done.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the goal.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it on the counter. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's McAllister. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Working that left side now. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. over the middle. It's Mahoney. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab right down the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Illini. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll move the tight end. Trying to get the corner. Got a little space. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more. Oh, he's got some space. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Second down coming up. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in down the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Hard running there. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Texas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition.
There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Going with the ground game left. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Beck. Great move. Now he's got room. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Illinois. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Fires to the big fella. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Finds the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Flowers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Flowers. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Hawkeyes getting set on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. The Illinois offense returns to the field. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Off play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's going to fire deep. Makes a grab down the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
Yeah, you got to live to play enough.
Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's back. And he'll be brought down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Fires on the move. Trying to find the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Peppers. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. We don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It'll be third and long. Going to the ground. almost got to the sticks on third down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mahoney. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game-breaking. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially, and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him, and we are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
Going right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 5 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Fires it incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W and...